Hey, so the other day, I got a private message from a YouTuber called LogosApologia, not someone with whom I was familiar. The subject line was, quote, homosexual ELCA pastors, double exclamation point. I'd seen in the news that the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, the ELCA, was having its biennial churchwide assembly out in Minneapolis, at which the denomination was to consider, among other things, a change in policy, namely no longer requiring gay and lesbian ELCA ministers to remain celibate. The measure passed the assembly with 56% of the vote. The ELCA assembly also considered and passed a resolution that permitted individual congregations to bless same-sex unions, while at the same time also permitting individual congregations not to bless said unions. Basically, the denomination agreed to disagree on the matter. That resolution passed with 66% of the vote. While these two actions by the ELCA upset LogosApologia, they weren't the primary topic of his PM. Rather, he was writing to claim that, quote, God has displayed his glorious power in an overtly miraculous manner. How did God do this, you ask? According to LogosApologia, on August 19th, 2009, at 2 p.m., and, quote, defying conventional wisdom, the Christian God sent a tornado to where the Lutheran assembly was being held just as it began debate about the resolution regarding same-sex unions. LogosApologia claimed that the tornado was, quote, baffling to the weather experts and was a, quote, miracle tornado. The upshot, Yahweh was angry at the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America for being insufficiently anti-gay, so he sent a tornado to the Lutherans' convention site to communicate his displeasure. LogosApologia is, of course, just one in an extremely long line of religiously superstitious people who mythologize weather, natural disasters, and other events. Who can forget Jerry Falwell's mythologizing claims about the ultimate cause of the terrorist attacks on the United States on September 11th, 2001?
The ACLU's got to take a lot of blame for this.
Oh, yeah.
And I know I'll hear from them for this, but throwing God, or successfully with the help of the federal court system, throwing God out of the public square, out of the schools. The abortionists have got to bear some burden for this, because God will not be mocked, and when we destroy 40 million little innocent babies, we make God mad. I really believe that the pagans and the abortionists and the feminists and the gays and the lesbians who are actively trying to make that an alternative lifestyle, the ACLU, People for the American Way, all of them who tried to secularize America, I point the finger in their face and say, you helped this happen.
Well, I totally concur.
Christians are not unique in this regard. Here's a Muslim cleric mythologizing natural disasters, weather, and other events.
So what follows, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, what's happening around the world from great disasters, such as the earthquake, the most recent one that happened in China, considered to be one of the worst in the last 30 years. Add to that what happened in Burma, where over 100,000 people have been reported to be dead. Other than those who are homeless, other than those who are injured. Or what's happening in America, the tornado. All of these great disasters are great signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A great sign and a lesson.
While those who mythologize weather events, natural disasters, and the like tend to have rendered themselves impervious to facts, I'd like to spend a few moments offering some facts about the occurrence of tornadoes in and around Minnesota. Fact number one, on August 19, 2009, at the same time the, quote, miracle tornado was going through Minneapolis. There were also tornadoes in Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin. So there were tornadoes elsewhere at the very same time. Fact number 2. According to the Minnesota Climatology Working Group at the University of Minnesota, quote, Minnesota lies along the northern edge of the region of maximum tornado occurrence in the United States, so-called Tornado Alley. Quote, in Minnesota, tornadoes have occurred in every month from March through November. So Minnesota is in Tornado Alley. Fact number 3, according to the latest numbers available from the Minnesota Climatology Working Group, since 1950, Minnesota has experienced 1,525 tornadoes. That's an average of about 25 tornadoes a year, with, quote, the most probable danger period, unquote, for the occurrence of a tornado being between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. in the spring and summer. The, quote, miracle tornado on August 19, 2009, hit at 2 p.m., during the period when tornadoes are most likely to hit. Fact number 4, there has been, quote, a higher number of tornadoes reported in recent years in Minnesota. Only an irretrievably superstitious and, frankly, crazy person could ignore these facts to claim that a tornado in Minnesota in August between 2 and 9 p.m. is, quote, baffling, quote, miraculous, and defiant of conventional wisdom. LogosApologia, here's your chance to show that you're not irretrievably superstitious and crazy. Take down your video in light of these facts. By the way, there are links to the right of the screen for all of the information I've cited and quoted in this video. By the way, for those Lutherans who can't bring themselves to remain in an insufficiently anti-gay denomination, you can always head over to the Missouri Synod of Lutherans. According to Ronald L. Number's excellent book, The Creationists, the Missouri Synod clung to Ptolemaic astronomy as the biblically accurate view well into the 20th century. Something tells me they'll be clinging to benighted notions about homosexuality well into the 21st century. So there's a home for you. Thanks, everyone.